When I was younger, I genuinely tried to find my passion. And I don't mean that in a poetic way. My parents tried quite hard to help me find it out too. I was put into a lot of different activities from a young age, some just to see what would stick. When I was 2, I was in a sports program. I don't remember it, but apparently I just ran around most of the time. Then came soccer, where I played in a few competitions, then guitar. I was fine at them all, but I didn't really have that connection with any of them. There was maths programs, academic classes, and a few things along the way too. It wasn't pressure. It was more that my parents were trying to give me every opportunity to find something I truly enjoyed. But nothing really stood out. I was capable at things, but I didn't have that sense of this is it that people often talk about. I started to think that maybe it was something I just didn't have, because we hear it all the time. Follow your passion. Like everyone already knows what's out there waiting for you. But I believe that idea can quietly make you feel like you're behind it, even if you don't. And I think that's where the problem starts. In 2018, psychologists at Stanford University published research in psychological science, suggesting that the idea of finding your passion can actually limit people. Not because passion isn't real, but because it frames you as something you either have or you don't have. But most things in life don't work that way. Cal Newport, a professor at Georgetown University, explains this in his book, So Good They Can't Ignore You. He argues that passion usually doesn't come first. It comes after you've built skill and competence in something. And that fits with experience. When you first start something, you're usually not very good at it. You don't enjoy it much either. But if you stick with it, you slowly grow into it. You improve, you understand it better, and naturally, you start to enjoy it more. In grade 8, there was a badminton session at school. I don't remember it that much. It wasn't anything serious. It happened during PE. I picked up a racket, and I played. And I remember thinking, for the first time in a while, that I actually wanted to keep doing it. Because it just felt natural. A couple months later, I made the school team, and I started playing in tournaments, and eventually I got pretty far. But even that isn't the point. What changed was that I started doing outside training. I'd watch matches on YouTube, not because I had to, but because I was curious. I started noticing small details. Footwork, timing, racket control. It wasn't something I decided to be passionate about. It was something I truly enjoyed and cared about, the more better I got at it. So when I think about all of that, I don't see passion as something that gets handed to you or chosen early. It feels more like something that gets shaped over time through exposure, different experiences, and the freedom to try things without needing to define it too soon. And when something eventually did click, I had enough experience to notice it. So if you don't know what your passion is, I don't think that's unusual. I think it's more usual than people want to admit. Because you don't really find your passion by thinking about it. You notice it through doing small acts, by seeing what you're willing to return to, even when no one is telling you to. Passion doesn't usually start as a big moment. It starts small. You try something, you get a bit better at it, and naturally, you want to stay with it longer. It becomes something you're building. So instead of asking, what is my passion? Maybe the more useful question is, what am I willing to spend my time getting better at? Thank you.